In a forest far off from sight lived a young boy with his grandfather. The boy was full of vigor, eager to express it in any way he could. He would shout and scream at the animals and plants. He would insult the mountains and curse at the winds. The grandfather, on the other hand, was more reserved. Sitting next to the nearby river, just quietly fishing. He spoke only when necessary, and would otherwise remain silent, except for once in a while just saying, "Thank you." This always confused the young boy. Why be so quiet when you are all alone, when there is nobody to hear you? And who is there to thank? And so the boy asked his grandfather with eagerness, and this is what the old man said. The first words one speaks are the words that carry their face. The meaning behind them carries their heart, and the intention driving them speaks of their mind. Just as the sages of old, one mustn't simply judge based on appearances, but one must assess based on inner values. For a pretty face can be deceiving as it can be enriching, but a corrupt mind and heart will always seek to corrupt you behind its seductive veil. That said, one must also not judge a pretty face as corrupt, for it is not always within the person's fault what face they carry, be it ugly or of beauty. If one learns to apply these words to himself, he shall seek to obtain purity in his heart, mind, and body. If one chooses to apply these words to others without applying them to himself, then one is but trying to corrupt those around him, as he himself is already corrupted. Words carry weight, be it as light as a feather or as heavy as a mountain. One must be strong enough to speak the words he chooses, while considering if the one he speaks to bears similar strength. If you are too weak for the words you are to speak, you shall be crushed by them all the same. If one's words are too light, then they will but simply be ignored, as the air is ignored by a person's skin. They will simply brush aside and drift behind the person, lost to all. Words carry heat, be it hot or cold. If one's words are cold, then they will also spread throughout the person's heart and mind and put them in a frozen slumber. If one's words are warm, they will bring out more warmth from the body and help invigorate it. A warm body can house a warm heart and warm mind, but the cold will only ever drain its warmth away. If one's words bear no heat, then they bear no influence. If one's words are of fire, so with earnestness they will burn, both equally. He who cannot cool his breath and body is but a cinder to his own passion. The way you carry your words is the way you carry the world. If you are to treat them with care, then so will the world be taken care of. If you treat them harshly, then so too will the world be harsh. The plants, animals, rocks, rivers, and air, all listening and resonating with each word gifted. The old man then asked if the boy now understood why one should be careful with how he speaks, and not just reckless. The boy didn't, and the old man knew he couldn't. To be young is to be loud, and when one is screaming, one rarely hears the voices of others. So the young boy kept running and screaming, and the old man kept fishing and thanking. Thank you for listening.